American history is predominantly made up of conflicts and movements of the segregation of blacks and whites. Arguably, the biggest event within the civil rights movement was the 1954 Brown versus Board of Education of Topeka, Kansas. The Fourth Amendment of the Equal Protection Clause stated that no state shall deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. However, in the 1896 Plessy v. Ferguson case, the court denied justice by using the idea of separate but equal. Thereafter, the government officially approved segregation. 50 years after that, Thurgood Marshall, a lawyer supporting the advancement of black people in America, argued that segregation of schools for white and black people violated the 14th Amendment. This was a rising concern all across the states. All of these concerns were combined into one case, which is the case of Linda Brown, who was a third grade African American student from Topeka, Kansas. She was not allowed to attend classes in white schools near her house and was forced to go to colored schools far away from her. What's worse is that Thurgood Marshall argued that facilities in white schools were far superior to the ones in black schools. Even though that was not the case in the schools in Topeka, it raised another argument. Are schools really equal if they are divided based on color? The Supreme Court heard these arguments in 1953 but decided to put the case on hold due to the divided justices and for new arguments to arise. The Chief Justice, Fred Vinson, died during this period and was replaced by Earl Warren, who believed that segregation was unconstitutional. In 1954, the case was still in divide. While many felt that segregation was against the laws, some believed that there were federal issues and that decisions about ways of ending segregation should be left to the states. The question still remained. Earl Warren rewrote the court's statement several times until it was accepted unanimously. He analyzed the negative effects of segregation in educational facilities on society. The court made the statement partially based on the controversial doll experiment, which proved that separating students based on color creates a feeling of inferiority. The court said that separate educational facilities are inherently unequal. Although the decision was challenged by protests from Southerners initially, many Southern regions began to have schools that accepted both races. This helped stimulate the civil rights movement, which helped the blacks eradicate segregation altogether.